we doing today? Hope everybody's doing pretty good because we're playing with the green screen and the lights again. If you can tell, there's something new in the background. And maybe I didn't really like the posters in the background because I had to put 3 of them to put them back there. And why do I see a dark spot? I know why. Next video, I gotta close the curtains. The light's interfering with my lights, and the one's closer than the other. I might have to figure out how to fix that. I think I can. I think I just figured it out, but we'll figure it out when we do it, the next one. So, hopefully everybody's keeping up. I'm trying to get all these movie video reviews out because it's still kind of cold outside, and I'm thinking about going out to the end of the year with these, plus the hiking and walking, urban hiking, whatever you want to call it, just to see how it works out for the video, see which one you guys prefer. Last I checked, I got a couple more subscriptions, but it doesn't seem like anybody really cares about what I'm saying here, which is, what they've said in the comments already. We don't care that you took a year off because YouTube wants to pick on you. Nobody really cares. And they're doing that to all the men on this channel or on this thing that have been successful and doing things. Even, the favorite show that I've been watching for years is about the guy builds and plays with RC cars and talks about them and, shows you how to fix them and all that stuff. He got taken off of YouTube just simply because he said the word G-O-D or God. Well, anyway, so I don't know why that would be offensive to anybody unless they're weird. Have it all women, feminists. We'll use all the terminology just for the hell of it, because I'm not really concerned. A little splash of light on both sides. Oh, well. I was trying to hide that with the light up front, but that didn't work. So all I'm doing is looking into a light. Anyway, so we're going to have to go ahead and talk about our next movie on the road. It's Blade. This is the 1996 version with I can't even see the name of this thing. My computer's blind to me. Wesley Snipes is Blade. This is the one where Wesley Snipes played. I've got another Blade that's from 1956, which I'll put on after this set, after this next 6 or 7 videos, because I like to do a bunch of them at a time and get it over with. So this has come from Marvel superhero collection. This is before Disney got their problems. I found out that I don't like any of the new movies they got coming out. I saw the revamp of Proud Family coming from Disney, and that thing is sick. And I don't mean sick as in good. I mean sick as in, you need to be in a mental hospital for thinking things like that, for saying things like that. That's what I mean by sick. Because that Proud Family and all the new Disney cartoons and movies are all just sick and sad. They're driving the whole organization into the ground, and they're not even telling the truth about what they're trying to say things about. They're just beating people up and saying things they think should be true or wish should be true. So anyway, here we go, Blade. In this episode, this is the first one of the series. There are 4 of them in the series, but this episode in Blade, it shows him how he was born. He was born to a human mother that hadn't quite turned, that had just been bitten by a vampire, so he became half vampire, half human, so he could actually stand the sun instead of being in the dark. Then they dispel all the myths and stuff about Blade. Where am I looking for here? Oh, there. Then the game, is lost to Mother. Well, not really lost, but they make it look like she's lost turns out they're pretty good. And then him and then he grows up. They do a backstory on him, telling him how he grows up. And then now Blade grows up, and then they show him full-grown adult at whatever age Wesley Snipes at, and then or was at when this happened. Then they put him with somebody to help him, because everybody needs help. Another guy, an old gray-haired guy they called Whistler. So they build gadgets and stuff to go hunt vampires, and they use silver bullets and silver and all the cliche stuff that kills vampires, and they make them poof disappear all over screen. They got pretty good special effects in this. They use daylight flashlights, like those lights up there, or this light, or that light, or that light out there, Mr. Sun. They got all those lights that burn and kill vampires, which is just making fun of an actual disease. But it's actually a pretty good action-packed story. Wesley Snipes does pretty good. I really enjoyed this thing. It reminds me of, hanging out with friends, going to see the theater when I was on the road, doing a lot of crazy stuff. So I get into telling stories, but, right now it's probably not the best time to be telling stories on YouTube, because some of these stories that I've got would be kind of frightening to all the moderators that are on YouTube, and it would probably demonetize my channel, which is not being monetized yet at all. I mean, they want me to be monetized, but there's not enough viewers. There's not enough. I get every once in a while, I get when I go onto the phone, or onto the YouTube site to look at my page, see how I'm doing, which I'm not doing real good. But, see how I'm doing and see what they're saying, see what the comments are, and do all that fun stuff. To see how this channel's doing. And I got 3 subscribers in the last 3 months from when I'm making this video, which is kind of not really good. It's not really what I was after. It's kind of hoping by this point in time I'd have, 200 or 300 subscribers. But, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not entertaining enough doing these things. Maybe I should do something else, like I've been thinking anyway. So I've only got a small budget to work with, and most of these channels have got big budgets that I can't keep up with. But I am going to go ahead, and I have been putting some kind of special effect into the shows this time, to see if there's going to be some artifacts sooner or later, placed in the background, or on the background, or behind me over there, or over there. I really don't know what I'm putting behind me yet, but we'll see. Or beside me. I might just be over here against the edge of the screen, or I might be over here against the edge of the screen. We don't know yet. Kind of have to figure that out based on the background. But, this Blade, he finds he kills kills a lot of people. He catches a doctor that's just been bit and takes her back to his lair and tries to save her. And then he puts her, once he gets her saved, he puts her out as bait. What they call a familiar. Then the familiar leads him to the vampire headquarters, and he destroys the headquarters and everybody in it, which doesn't kill all the vampires, but it does. And I've got a dog barking again, so I may have to cut that out. Well, I don't know if you can hear him with this microphone or not, but I've got a dog barking. He's probably like a barking to cats. I don't have a cat sound, so it's a loss to game. So anyway, hopefully that you get the movie and watch it and take care of it. Now, the pilot for this show was in 1996. Basically, it was just basically about a pregnant woman attacked by vampires. That was just like the 5-minute part of this. Let's see, what do we got over here? We got Okay, August 21st, 1998 is when this thing came out. Marvel Enterprises. It has all the actors and all that stuff listed, but the only one I really cared about was Wesley Snipes because he did a pretty good job and actually didn't put any politics in his movies. I don't like the movies with politics in them. You'll find out more and more as we go on if I do this. Keep doing this. This movie runs 120 minutes, was done in the United States English. It runs... They did $45 million to make it, and it made $131.2. Well, let's go do that to try that again. 131.2 million. That's what they made for this. So I guess they didn't lose on that one. But, when you tell people that there's problems in the movies right now, and you try to get them to correct it, you call Disney or somebody, and that's playing an awful lot. At least I can take it out now. You hear something like this. We got crickets. So they don't care what you have to say. They're going to produce movies they want to do, but they don't really get it. The demographics say that men are the ones that watch the movies, not women. There's only like 20% of women that actually watch movies without being with their man or with a man. It might have went up since the last time I looked a week ago about the stats. But, they're kind of crazy and don't really understand. They're going to just kill their industry, and it'll just be, movies will just go away, which we kind of expect them to go away anyway because of technology. Because nobody in their right mind is going to keep making movies if they don't make money. And if they go with all this politics they're doing, it's going to be the end of the movie game. We won't have any movies to go to the theater and watch. All that stuff will just go away. It'll be never happened. Maybe places like Disney will go ahead and keep making movies, but their movies are so horrible. But even me, and I let kids watch rated R movies. I wouldn't let a kid come anywhere near what they're producing right now. That's worse than rated R. Some of that stuff is actually rated X, and it's coming from Disney. It may not have the nudity and the porn quality, but it does have the harmful to children and young adults aspect to it. So that kind of stuff I just don't like at all. So we're going to go ahead and get off of this thing, and we'll talk more about the bad Disney, because Disney's losing the game real quick. So everybody, please be safe and take care and subscribe, and we'll see you at the end. The credits are going to run here in a minute. And we'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye now.
Bye.